Hello and welcome back to Modeling the Monster Truck. In this segment what we're going to do is I am going to put a door handle here, a new door handle, and also create the seam of the hood and work with the hood a little bit. So let's go ahead and get started. Also you'll notice I went ahead and put a little side mirror or side window in here. All I did was I took this existing geometry here, extruded in, assigned it to black, and I widened these edges out a little bit so it will look more like a window area there. Just a preference thing, you know, if you don't like to have that one there, of course you don't have to do it. Okay, so let's go ahead and go into our side view. Actually, I don't need to use that view. I'll just use it over here so I won't have my background image in the way. Control up arrow. And I think I'm going to put the handle right in this area. Let's go ahead and do a Control R. And I think we can get away. We'll just use that line there as well. Go into your face mode, extrude, scale it down. Okay, I think maybe just take this one edge, bring it up a little bit. Unless your selection is going crazy like mine is. Okay. Then choose this face here. You can see that's kind of sized weird, or rotated weird. I'm just going to free rotate it to fit the geometry correctly, I hope. Okay. Take that face and go ahead and extrude it out. Okay. And let's go ahead and go into your modifiers and just turn off the view of the subsurf. And that way you can kind of see better what you're doing with this object that we're making here for the handle. So with that selected, actually select this face as well. I don't know, a couple of ways that you can do this. But I think what I'll do, I'll just go ahead and I'll choose the bottom. I'll do extrude and scale it down. Get in here where we can look at this. Just going to size those down a little bit. Okay, back into face mode, select that face and just extrude it inward. Okay, not a big deal. It looks kind of funny, has a, you know, in the box, in a regular non-subsurfed view, but we'll see what happens when we go back into our surf view. You can see we're getting kind of a handle there, and in fact I was thinking I was going to have to apply some edge creases to it, but you know, I kind of like the way that looks. Not bad. Let's see how it renders. I can deal with that. Cool. Okay. So let's go on to the hood. What I want to do, again, in the side view, is I don't like really how this thing is coming out straight out. I want it kind of to come out at going down at an angle. So let's choose our vertex mode and let's grab all these. Actually, let's turn the glue is turned off, so good. Okay, and let's just size this down as far as you want to. Maybe about right there. We'll see. And then, of course, just bring these up a little bit. Okay. Kind of a little bit better of a sporty look than having a Ford F-150 or something front end. Just screwed that up. I don't know why this thing's snapping around the way it is. Probably my mouse. Oop, don't want to do that. Make sure you select all your vertices behind there. Okay, so I kind of like that a little bit better. I think what I'll do, because this looks really weird right here, I'll actually use the edge crease, and you can do that if you want to, just to kind of get a better fender definition here. And of course, if you want to mess around underneath here, I'm not going to do that too much, or maybe I will later, but probably what I'll do is put in another edge loop, and just so I can have kind of a underneath fender type of thing going on, the way a normal real truck might look. Okay, so I brought that down the way I wanted it. Now, what I want to do, just do a quick save. Of course, you can do Control S2 to do a quick save. Used to be Control W in previous versions of Blender, I think. But so anyway, I noticed this bottom geometry. See these edges here? Those need to be straightened out, but I'm not worried about that right now. Turn on occlude there, and just want to get an idea, okay, of where our hood definition is going to be. And I'm going to use, I want it to be this line. I want to come down here and kind of somewhere in here. And of course, if you want a smaller hood, you can probably use that as well. So I'm going to use this area right here. I'm just going to do a loop cut, and just bring it in real close. What is it doing here? It's looping all the way around there, and of course it's creating more triangles for me that I'm going to have to fix later, but that's okay. I just want to concentrate on creating my my hood right now. Okay, so I said, go back into top view. Said I want to use this one, so I'm going to do Control R, loop cut here. Okay. And this is, I mean, we can get away with doing this with the mirror not applied, because just like the windshield, or the top of this, once we apply the mirror we can fix any problems that is going to happen there. The one thing that we can't get away with right now that I would like to do is put a seal around this window, and I want to do that when the mirror is applied. Okay, so if you go into vertices, vertex mode, and you want to try to get the kind of definition you're looking for. I want something that kind of comes around here. I use my G, and you can see that's deforming it because it's going further up that hood. So we're gonna have to bring it up, or actually I'm gonna have to bring it down. No, up. Yep, not that much. Looks kind of weird, I guess, because I got that square selected completely. Okay, take all these, kind of bring those up a little bit. Take this, maybe bring it down a little bit. Okay. So if we come in, zoom in on this very close, you can see that you can actually help this situation by doing your individual vertices. So even though that looks like a triangle, it is a quad. Okay, not bad. This is kind of needs to be manipulated here. One thing is these are really too close, or not close enough together, so just need to move them a little bit closer. Okay, I think that'll work. Go into faces and just select those faces. And then to do the old extrude E, and just extrude them down. Oop. My selection tool just, it must be my mouse doing that because I didn't have that problem before. Okay, don't want to go down too far there. And then we can go to our materials and assign the black. Okay. And as you can see, once we apply the mirror modifier, we can fix this here if we need to. But just by looking at the, well, we can tab out of it and look at it. doesn't look too bad, I don't think. But there's one more thing that I want to do. Or at least try and see what it looks like. Selecting all these faces may be just too much, but let's give it a try. Oh, why is that doing that? It's driving me nuts. Yeah, that's not what I was after. Control Z that. It's not quite what I'm after either. I'm not sure what I'm trying to do, actually. Probably what I want to do is just bring it up just slightly. Move these down a little bit. Yeah. Just gonna mess with that geometry up there. Yeah. And I think also just grab these edges along here. Just, oh man, that is really bugging me. Okay, and then we can go back and select this one because it's being stressed a little bit there. Pull that back down a little bit. And pulled it down too much, I think. Just to give it kind of a, you know, the hood a little bit of thickness there. Alright, so that's all for this segment. And in the next segment, we're going to do something a little bit different. We're going to work on the big gun.